Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Hasbro Guardians of the Galaxy Rocket Raccoon Action Mask. One of the role-playing accessories coming was from the Guardians of the Galaxy. It has a try-me arrow indicated on the side there. But actually the try-me actually just says to move the mouth. So we'll get into a little more of that when we get this actually out of its packaging. I'll show you more of the features that go along with it. It is recommended for ages 5 and up. The cast of characters along the side from Guardians of the Galaxy. If we flip the box upside down, or I guess right side up, we have a really nice image of Rocket Raccoon. And some equally nice artwork on the side there as well. And finally on the back, it says, you control the action. The ears move, the eyebrows raise, and mouth opens. And it says, move your jaw to activate. So one of the sayings, it says, I'm not just a pretty face, you know, I also happen to be a total mechanical genius. I mean, let's see a human match this lethal combo of brains and good looks. Other role-playing things that you can pick up are the Star-Lord battle gear, as well as the rocket power blaster. And of course, all of this comes to us from the folks over at Hasbro. Visit Hasbro Guardians, hasbro.com/Guardians. If you want to check out more from Guardians of the Galaxy as well. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. And when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the Rocket Raccoon Action Mask. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Alright, so along with the Action Mask, you get yourself just an instruction guide. The instruction guide kind of just really tells you how to adjust the strapping on the back of the mask. Doesn't actually say anything else other than that. I mean, even the back is just blank. Moving that to the side, and I gotta say, I feel a little silly. I think initially when I was getting this mask, I kind of thought for some reason, I don't know where my brain was, I was kind of thinking that the mask actually had sound effects. It doesn't actually have sound effects. And it does have action features, which again, I'll show you that in a second, but it doesn't have the sound effects. Because when I took the packaging, when I opened up the packaging and there's the back of the mask, I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, where's the switch to turn on the volume? Should have had a V8. Again, it doesn't have sound effects, it's just an action mask. That being said, it's still a really cool mask, and as it goes for role-playing, didn't have this kind of stuff when I was younger. And if you remember, Spot did the review of the Spider-Man mask as well that had the little red lasers. That was also an equally cool mask. Didn't have any sound effects or anything like that, but really for role-playing, I suppose you really don't need sound effects at all. As it goes for likeness to Rocket Raccoon, yeah, you know what, I can see it. You know, I can see it. The front eyes, one thing I like is it gives you lots of visibility, although I gotta say, like, the back of the mask is a little creepy. But you can see right through the mask. And then what they've done is they've put on little indications of Rocket's pupils there, just to kind of give you that look that it's still Rocket Raccoon. Had it just been like an open eye area, it probably wouldn't have had as much of the effect, so I'm glad that they at least put those in there. But really, like, a lot of the features are predominantly on the back of the mask. Paint-wise, though, I mean, the mask looks good. It's got a couple of different transitions of color. A brown is more like a white area there, and a kind of beige around the outer perimeter of Rocket's face there. But again, it's a really nice-looking piece. So on the back, this is basically where all the meat and potatoes will be of the mask itself. You have your adjustable strap. And the strap can adjust both lengthwise, depending on how big your head is. Spot's head is a little big, so I would probably adjust mine further down. And that can just snap into place. And then equally so, the mask to adjust sideways, this section right here slides over. but you can again adjust it to your accommodations. So if little Timmy has a small head, little Timmy doesn't have to worry that the mask is going to be moving all over the place. You can again adjust it, slide this section through, and then just put those snaps together, and you've got yourself a little bit of a smaller mask. Also too, like the Spider-Man piece, there is a rubber support in the forehead area around the nose that's going to cup the nose so the mask isn't going to shift around on you. And also there is a rubber section here that's going to sit on the underside of your chin. So again, you're going to get really a lot of support out of it. But what's kind of neat though is when you have your chin, and this section actually sits freely, but when this sits against your chin and you're moving your mouth, it will also move Rocket's mouth as well. And when you move the mouth, this section will open. You can see that the eyebrows raise, and also his ears tilt back. And hopefully you guys can see it right there. It's neat that the mouth is aligned with the eyebrows and the ears, that all of it works together. And showing you again on that back, when you raise that mouth down, there is a pulley system that runs around the perimeter of the mask, pulls the ears, and also raises the eyebrows. So really, collectively, it's a nice touch to bring that together. Also too, with us being right around the corner from Halloween, this is an ideal mask if you want to go as Rocket Raccoon, because guaranteed there's probably going to be Guardians of the Galaxy costumes coming out for Halloween, but I'm imagining probably most of the Rocket Raccoon masks are going to be just rubber masks, something you're just going to put over top of your kid's face, or if you want to go decorated as Rocket Raccoon, you're probably going to be wearing a rubber mask. This kind of just takes it to one more step where when you move your mouth, again, it's going to have a little more animation to the face itself. And I like that touch. Kind of a little disappointed that it didn't have sound effects, but really then you're incorporating a lot of other heavier components to the head. And especially for a kid, maybe you don't want to have electronics running around the face of a mask. So it makes perfect sense to me now, even though foolishly I thought that in the beginning. But I like this mask. I think it's really, really neat. Especially with, again, Halloween coming right around the corner. I mean, we're getting to October very, very soon. If you want to be thinking about Halloween costumes, maybe you might want to even consider dressing up as Rocket Raccoon and wearing this mask right here. Today's Toy Spot, we were having a look at the Hasbro Guardians of the Galaxy, the Rocket Raccoon Action Mask. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more Toy Spots heading your way. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.